My bad.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
Oh, okay. One of those.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Okay.
A very solid gain of 27. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
What are you talking about?
The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete.
Fuck up out of here.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Julio.
Go on, nigga.
Jones.
What they talking about, nigga?
He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 96 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
You lucky.
To say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker.
That's your only pass, nigga.
He valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We have Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there? Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys.
What's going on, nigga?
Down he goes. Jack Crawford able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now Wentz on the bootleg.
Yeah, I know what's going on, nigga.
That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the
find
first
that ball,
quarter.
let me get that easy touch.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind.
What you gonna do? Risky 2-2. Oh, get you crazy.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They do go for it. It's Wentz.
You crazy? Is you crazy?
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And
you must be about to quit after that play or something.
wins. Well,
Come on,
off topic,
bro.
but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, two more to fall. And our winner, Paulman, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafing. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
Wins $100,000 for his efforts. Also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day. Unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third one. We'll get a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Ryan. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Let's walk it up in there then. Let's walk it up in there then. Let's walk it up in there then.
Touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Bitch. Run that bit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams.
Nigga, come on, bro.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones.
What are you talking about?
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
What was you thinking?
Right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, let's go. Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the
Fuck
tackle.
that nigga.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown.
Fuck that nigga.
Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Fuck that
This
nigga.
one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Run that bit.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Get your ass.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the
Good run,
30-yard line. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. That school thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Tight end Ertz, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
What are you talking about, boy? Really quick.
Six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team
Damn,
struggle this
I'm over here bullshitting.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Run it, B.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Mm.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
They're gonna have me playing better opponents. They just tried to hug you.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. They dump off underneath to Ajayi.
Go around, boy.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Working from the gun.
Ooh.
That's caught from the
How did I miss you? How did I miss you?
Past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Wentz now to throw. Drops it out to Ajayi. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
Damn, I went out the way.
Got this down to the 35. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
Yeah, good rip, nigga.
Reminds me of a guy I played with way back.
They get no
TD.
10
interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond
Give me that shit.
And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do,
I'm going to make this boy click. You going to click, boy.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ryan, they'll roll him out right. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Ryan. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta. right after this timeout. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Good shit.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now a play fake. Wentz. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wentz going to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
I don't know what that
and the
Eagles
Eagles
score.
make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Fuck.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. For the Falcons, Charles, we've talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
22.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
This shit, though.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Time to tie him back up.
PAT, and that will get him one closer. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ryan now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about that.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Long in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a throw right sideline is complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now Ryan on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Long getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. Get up! Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Ryan tacks on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now come the Eagles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves.
It got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. if things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, here's Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Wentz to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert from 6 yards away. There the Eagles are back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Ryan wants to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now Ryan.
Oh, my God.
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
Good shit.
He's back to throw.
Let me get it back.
And he can't get it back. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get that bitch back.
Pressure there as it's intercepted.
I'm going to get that bitch back.
Jones, the linebacker.
What are you talking about?
Guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in the game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Let's go. 21. Everyone's got 4 down. 280. Let's
what I'm talking about. Yeah. That was a good game, boy.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
That
Scoring. There's no doubt about that.